Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you guys can all see me here. Sorry that there was no video yesterday. I had my kids home sick. I've had issues with them in and out of the doctor. So I've got that taken care of. They're at home today, but I did decide to come down and do a live. I've got a couple new awesome items that I have. And I have something else that's coming in today, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. Hopefully this video stream goes super smooth and we don't have any hiccups or anything. I'm here by myself today, so let me know if it starts to freeze or anything like that, and I may just have to record it and come back later. And hopefully none of our cameras die today. So I'm going to let some of you guys start to join me here, and then I'll start to talk about some of the items that I recently purchased. So, and I know I've said so like a million times this morning, but I think I'm totally prepared and got everything together that I need for this video today. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. So for you guys that are going to rewatch this video, I'll go ahead and talk about it now. I purchased the Sawgrass SG400 sublimation printer, so I'm going to start being able to do some sublimation on this channel. So some of you may already have purchased this before or come to my channel because you've purchased this, and there's not a whole lot of videos out there on the market. So there is, but they're really confusing and long. So I want to start getting into a lot of videos with this sublimation printer and start working with that. Also, I'll switch cameras here. I recently purchased a heat press. Now this is the Craft Press Pro by Heat Press Nation, and I'll show you that here in just a little bit. This is the 13x9. Hi Amanda. Hi Dee Dee, and I cannot, let's see. Lee, I'm going to say your last name, Lee Tone. Hello from Costa Rica. Oh, how exciting. And then Tasha from Oklahoma. Hi, Ann. Thank you guys so much for being here from Norway. Awesome places, guys. So what I'm talking about today, I'll kind of bring me back over here a little bit. So I'm going to show a couple of items that I got. So I've been talking about that I've got some items recently for the channel. So there's two major things that I asked for my birthday, and what I did was I contacted everybody in my family, immediate family, and asked for money for my birthday. So what I wanted was a sublimation printer, which is pricey. This printer right here is $550. It does come with the ink and it does come with the paper, but it's going to cost you like 50 cents a sheet to print. It's really affordable. You're going to get a lot of prints out of it. So some of you may already own a sublimation printer and some of you not, but you guys can hang around for the ride and just kind of check it out. So I've got a sublimation printer, and then I ordered the heat press. So this one is from Heat Press Nation, and it is a 13x9 Craft Pro. So this was made and designed for crafters like us, so that way it's not something super huge and obnoxious. Now this was still around 70 something pounds, but it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. So I'll kind of show that a little bit more in detail. And I've already got it heating up for us, so that way whenever we go to work on some sublimation, it's going to be ready to go. Now there is one that you guys may have seen in a few videos. There is a pink one out, and they also sell it there. And I think it's either this one's like $5 more or the other one is. The other one is like 12 by maybe 8 or something, and this one's 9 by 13. So this one had like an inch wider on each side, and that's why I went with this one. But there is a pink one that you guys may have seen out on the market. I also want the same, they make a craft one in the same design, and it's a 15 by 15, but it's out of stock until December. So when that comes in, I do plan on purchasing that. So I'll come back over here for just a minute and double check comments. So let's see. Hi. And hi from, let me see, let's see, Stilia. I can't really see, I've kind of got my computer back just a little bit. And then hi from Indianapolis, Indiana. How amazing, some good places today, guys. All right, so let me go ahead and, so this is the printer that I purchased, the Sawgrass SG400. It is a sublimation printer. I'm fixing to show you guys how cool this is and what it does. Now, you can also print on mugs, you know, clothes. There's just outrageous stuff that you can print on, like hats and all this kind of stuff. So I do plan on later on purchasing the heat press, the cup press, and the hat press, so we can really get into those, because there's some people that do own those and I don't. I can't really answer questions, so I want to be able to make sure I can. So we're going to show the sublimation printer, so there's that. I already showed you the craft press. We'll go back over there in just a minute more in detail. And then I want to show you a couple other things that I purchased. So I did order I've talked about it a couple times if you've seen me and my sister-in-law working on her logos for her company. I did order the logo gridded. So now I can put this down on the t-shirt and figure out where that logo is going to go. So it's pretty cool. I think this was pretty affordable, maybe like 19 bucks. and it's really nice. It's got these little feet, so that way it's up off, so you can stick your vinyl or whatever you're working with underneath. So we're going to be using this pretty soon, so now we can figure that out. Comes with instructions in there. I ordered that. And then I ordered the Pro non-stick parchment paper, because I think with this sublimation and stuff with the heat press, you don't need something that has a wax. So I went ahead and ordered it from them. I think it was like $24 for 15 feet. It's quite a bit. I don't know. It's huge. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's more than 15 feet. That's quite a bit. So I ordered that. And then the last thing that I ordered here was these it's called padding. So whenever we do a shirt, whether we're using the easy press or the heat press, you just put these. So if you're working on a pocket, we can place this underneath and then heat press it. And it comes in tons of sizes. So whatever, it may be like a button-up collar that you need to kind of lift up. There's so many different sizes in here. I think this was like 17 bucks. It wasn't too bad. And this was for like the sleeves. And then it came with this really huge one. That's going to be too big for this press, obviously. But I'm thinking maybe just to go on the bottom base of it. Not too sure. So we're going to kind of play around with these and figure out whether they're worth it. And so I did get those, so I have that ready to go. Like I said, I think this was around 17. I do have everything linked below. I did purchase all this from Heat Press Nation. So let's go ahead and let's walk over to the craft press so I can show you guys how that kind of works. So I'm going to move my iPad with me so you guys can still hear me when I work. So I'm going to try to carefully pick it up and move it with me. So hopefully you guys don't get no weird sounds out of this. Let me bring it and try to set it down. Hopefully I'm not hitting my mic. Okay, I think I've got it. So hopefully you guys can hear me. All right. I'm not going to be able to see your comments for just a minute, but we are on this. So with this one, this is the Craft Pro. It's hot because I've already got it going. It is 9 by 13, and the cool thing about this is it has a drawer. So when you're working on your shirt, you can get it laid out here and then push it under and then pull this down. So that way you're not underneath the heat. I like the size of it, especially for what we do on here, and we're going to work with it today so we can see how it works, because I'm going to try to turn my shirts a little bit sideways too to get the longer designs. So we're going to see if that works. But I think this is going to be perfect for what we kind of do with our crafting, so I'm really excited to try it out. But I'm really excited that it has this feature to pull this out. This was $200. I'll look at it in just a minute. Maybe $285, maybe $250. I'm not too sure. I'll look at it again. I think it's pretty affordable for a heat press, especially for this one to be designed for crafters. So I'll have to look at all the details in a minute about how high it gets and heat and stuff. But it's got the nice clamp down here. It's got your pressure knob. And this is the first heat press that I have owned. So I'm going to carefully pick this camera up, and hopefully it's not too shaky, so I can maybe show y'all a little bit better. So it's white, which I really love. I think that's super sleek. And then here is the drawer, so you guys can see that a little bit better. See how that kind of works. It comes way out here, so you guys can see. Hopefully maybe I can come on this side and you guys can see how far that comes out. So it comes out pretty far. And then right up here, you do get your temperature gauge. It will tell you exactly what the current temperature is. It's so easy to set. And then, and this will be the first time you're using it. I just got it set up, and then it's got the timer on the bottom. So as soon as we drop this, that timer will start counting down. So, so I'm pretty excited about that, and then it'll just beep whenever it's ready to go. I don't think it'll go off until it's set to what we need it to. Got the power and all that. And like I said, I think it was around 70 pounds, but it's not really big. So it's not taking up a whole lot of space. You do want it, if you do have a heat press, if some of you guys may know, you do want it in its own designated plug-in and not in like a strip or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and carefully set this back where it goes. Hopefully it don't fall. And make sure it's where I need it to be, because I want to make sure you guys can see everything good. And we'll go back over here and start working on some stuff. So let me come back over here and I'll switch cameras back. I know I'm probably talking like 90 miles an hour because I'm by myself. I'm nervous I'm going to mess this up. Let's see. So I'm going to come back over here, see who all's with us really quick. So let's see. Thank you so much, Tasha, for the happy birthday wishes. Let's see, Dee Dee, Cincinnati here, moving to Indy soon. Oh, that's awesome. And then let's see, hi from Ontario. And I think it's Starlet. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Stephanie, hello from Florida. And Angelica, hi from Texas. Jose from Costa Rica. Another Costa Rica. How amazing. And we've got one from Alaska. I'm pretty excited, guys. You guys are from all over. Cynthia from Alaska. And then we got Coda. Hopefully I'm saying that right. From coastal Texas. And then Angelique, that's a nice heat press. Thank you so much. So I did a lot of research, and I really wanted, when I seen that pink one everybody was sharing, and then when I seen this, I decided to go with this. Like I said, it was about an inch bigger on each side. We'll double check that in just a second. And then I think it's pretty affordable. Let me double check. I'm going to switch you guys over to the computer here so y'all guys can see. So this is the one I purchased. It's $289.99. It's currently out of stock. It was in stock when I ordered it the other day, but hopefully it will be back in stock soon. But I want to show you. So this one is 13 by 9. Now the pink one, y'all may have been seeing people. Hopefully, sorry guys about my talking today. So this one is, what would you say, $7 more? So this one's $2.95. The pink one's a little bit more expensive. It is a 9 by 12. So this is that one that you've probably seen a lot of people talking about recently. It's a little bit, just a few dollars more expensive, and it's 9 by 12, where this gives me 1 more inch. So now the other one that I want to purchase when it's back in stock in December is the 15 by 15 heat press. They have a craft one, which is right here, and it's going to look exactly the same except for it's 15 by 15. I want to purchase that for the people that do have a regular heat press, because it's basically a regular heat press. It's just designed for crafters. It has the pull-out drawer and all that snazzies. So I do want to purchase that, and hopefully around Christmas time. They said it should be in December. I'm not too sure how long they'll be out on the other one, because I just realized it's out of stock. And then for the Sawgrass printer, it is right here. So like I said, it's pretty pricey at $550, but this may be something that you want to save up and ask for Christmas or your birthday like I did, and ask family members, and then maybe even income tax or something. But I'm going to show you today to show you how cool it is. So let's see. So let me go ahead and show you over to Etsy. So I'm going to show you, these are some of the designs that I've purchased today. I'll kind of zoom it in a little bit. And as we use them, I'll show you who I purchased it from. I do like to give a shout out to those people, because I did get it. I mean, I have no affiliation with them whatsoever, but I did get it from them. So that way, if you guys are looking. So these are a few of the designs that I've already paid for and got downloaded. So we'll play with those today. The design so far for sublimation, I'm seeing around $3 to $4 and $5. A little bit more pricey, but you're going to have them forever. And eventually we'll figure out how to design these things ourselves. Now the program for the Sawgrass printer, it has its own. It's called Creative Studio. It works very similar to Cricut Design Space or Silhouette. So it's pretty easy to maneuver. And I'm going to show you all a little bit how to do that. We're going to print them out, which this is super fast, and then we're going to work with that. So let me come back down here and talk a little bit about sublimation. So if you guys know, you may or may not have already heard about sublimation. You're supposed to print on 100% polyester, or at least like say 50-50. So a lot of the Gildan shirts that we buy are 50-50. You can get them from Michael's. You want to make sure it's 50% polyester, and then if it's, you know, 50% whatever, but at least 50% polyester. If you can get 100% polyester, that you're going to get the best image out of it. So and then also, I'm trying to think. So the same thing with the cups. You can't just go down to like to the Dollar Tree and use their cups unless you coat it with this special coating you can get. But you do buy them. They're not too bad. I think I've seen like, you get like 20 cups for $24, so still not too bad. But whatever you're doing has to have that poly coating on it, if that makes sense. So what I did was, because I haven't ordered anything for the polyester yet, I just went to TJ Maxx. You can go to TJ Maxx, Ross's, probably Walmart, Kmart. I just ran to TJ Maxx to see what I couldn't find the other day. And this is what I found for us to go ahead and do these test videos. These are Reebok shirts. They were in the men's section, and they were $5.99, which I know is not affordable if you're going to be, I mean, it is if it's for yourself or something, but if you're selling them, it's really not a great price. But these are originally like $22 shirts, because you know how TJ Maxx is. $5.99, but they're 100, I think they were 90% polyester, 10% something. Hold on. Yeah, 90% polyester, 10% spandex, but we're going to get the best image off of these. So I picked them up. There was like large, medium, small. I just picked up every one that I could grab. I think 4. They were all the ones I seen. So I got 4 of those so we could do that. Then I want to try some other stuff. So this one is an American Eagle, but I got it from TJ Maxx, so you know how they mark through their stuff. And this one was, let's see, 46% polyester, and then I don't know what the other stuff is. It's like viscose or something. Let's see if maybe it says on this side a little bit. I don't know what that is, but either way, it's got 46 polyester. So I'm going to see if it's a little bit lower. And then the other thing with the sublimation, you want it to really be white. So let me switch my screen back to make sure if I got comments. You really want your t-shirt or whatever you're putting on to be white. You could do lighter colors, but you really want to stick with really light colors, because this ink, which we'll get more in detail as we go along, it's apparently like a clear ink that comes out, but you can't do it on dark fabrics. If you do it on dark fabrics, it's just going to go nowhere. It's just going to look like you did nothing. So I want to see a little bit of a lighter color like this to see how it would work out. So we did print off something the other day because I hadn't had my heat press yet, but me and my sister-in-law printed off one thing. We tried it on this dress that, you know, I guys, also polyester is at the Dollar General. We've talked about that. This was 95% polyester. This was one of those dresses I got from that clearance for $1. This right here was done. This was just a test because I wanted to see if we could pull this off with our Cricut Easy Press. So the one thing about sublimation, you want it, the reason why you have to use a heat press, it has to stay still. If it does not stay still, and you got to give it that right pressure, and it takes like a whole minute to do it, you're going to get what's called like a ghosting, and it'll kind of shift, and you don't want that. So what we did, we wanted to test it. This is darker fabric for one, so it would have came out way brighter if this was a white t-shirt, but it did work. So it did actually work. And what we did was, which you could do it with one person, but we were both here, we were testing. So we both just kind of grabbed down on that and just held it to make sure it stayed still. And then I used, wherever it went, my heat press tape, because this is going to come in handy when it comes to sublimation. I put this down first, and then I used my heat press, so it did work. So if there is anybody that's wondering, yes, your heat press will work. The only problem is, number 2, the first heat press, which is the one I have, the blue one, it does not go up to 400 degrees. It goes up to like 260 something, and you need it to be at 285. It did not go to 285. So, I mean 385, not 285. 385. So I would recommend for those that have the Easy Press 2, because it does go all the way to 400. But it will work. You're just going to have to stay really still with it, holding it down if you're wondering. It will work. But like I said, this was a darker garment. It worked. So there's that. Let's double check if there's any comments, and then let's try to print something. Let's see. Hello from Houston. Hello from Ohio, Nebraska, and Georgia. All right, so guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm by myself. I do have my sick girls at home. We've been in and out of the ER for the last couple days. Let me get a drink. I've been talking too fast. We've been in and out of the ER for the last few days, so it's been a little crazy at our house. So let's go ahead and jump right over. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go, I've already downloaded my images. We're going to go to that Creative Studio. So let me switch all over. So when you come to Creative Studio, this is what it looks like. And I'm going to get into detail with this thing. That's why I bought it. I didn't see a whole lot of videos. Like there is, but they're confusing as heck. And I want to see, like, I don't want to just see you press the thing. I want to see you design it. I want to see where did you get the image from, all that snazzy. So that's what we're going to do. So when you come to this Creative Studio, it's going to let you, so you know how in Cricut Design Space you have templates. Over here, you have a billion of them. So you click on, like that little t-shirt over there, products, and you'll choose. So whatever it may be, bags, wallets, clipboards, clocks. You can do this on wood now, all kinds of cool stuff. So frames, you just, whatever it is. Now say I'm looking for clothing. They have clothing here, or I could just simply type in a t-shirt. So say I'm working on a t-shirt. I'll type in t-shirt. Go. Wait for it to load. All right, so there's a billion t-shirts here, like whatever kind you're wanting. So say I'm wanting this one. Once you click it, it's then going to ask you, are you doing the back of the shirt, or are you doing the front of the shirt? And then it'll ask you, is it vertical or horizontal? So you'll just choose whichever one it may be. So let's choose vertical first, and then we'll click on the shirt. All right, so this is an image that I already have pulled out here. So I clicked the wrong one, so I need to go back because I'm actually wanting horizontal. So I'm ahead of myself on the image. I'll delete it here in a second so you guys can see how I got that there. And then let me go back and type in t-shirt. I'm going to change it to horizontal. So I'm going to come back, click on t-shirt. Oop, I just did it again. Wait for me. T-shirt. And don't click so fast, Crystal. All right, we're going to click on t-shirt. We're going to change it to horizontal. And now we're going to click on it. All right, so there we go. So this is what I'm wanting to print on this shirt. So let me delete this and bring it back in and act like it was well, let's see. I'm trying to, oh, okay. To delete something, I forget about this. You can't just hit delete on your laptop. You come up here to object and you hit delete. All right, so if you want to bring that image in, it's your very own. You're going to click on images up here, which there is a ton. They have a ton of their own images, but I'm going to get into that more. They have a lot of images on here, so much. Backgrounds, totally cool. So I'm going to click on, this is one of the images I brought in. So what I'll do is I'll start working it in there so that we know that this is our space here, this outline here. So I'm going to drag that in. And also this printer uses special ink like sublimation ink, and it also uses special paper. So the paper that I have today, I believe it's Text Print R is what it's called, and it comes with it. So that's what I'm using. So I've got this size to where I want it. Say I'm happy with it. The next step we're going to do is we're going to hit print. And then I'm going to, you want to name it, so I'm going to just name it truck because it'll save it for you. You can tell it how many quantity you want. And then at this point, it should bring up our print manager. All right, and then you're going to hit click here to print. And then it's just going to jump right up here to your downloads, because it's going to your print manager. So I'm going to double click it. It's figuring out what colors it needs to choose and how it needs to do it. And there it is. And it's automatically going to mirror it for you because it's going to be the same thing if you were cutting out vinyl. So it's going to automatically mirror it for you. You can see that that's clicked. It's on high quality. You can choose what it's going on. So substrate, you can choose the product. So mine is going on polyester. So I can choose polyester fabric, because it'll just figure out how much better it needs to be. The paper, you're going to choose your paper, which mine is the Text Print R. And then source, just pick the tray that you're using. It's just on auto, that's fine. High quality, mirror, everything looks good. So now I'm going to hit print, and then I'll bring it back down here. So I'm going to hit print, and I'm going to change all back over here, and we'll see if that comes through. And it's pretty quick, so it's still sending it right now. And hopefully this is awake. Yeah, you can hear it coming on now. So while that's printing, you guys will be able to see it shoot out here. I'm going to switch over here to make sure if there's any comments. So let's see. Okay. Let's see. Hello from Nebraska. Okay, I already got all of those. Hello from Oklahoma. Where did you get your heat press? I got it from Heat Press Nation. All these links to everything I talked about is in the description. It's the one that says Craft Press Pro. It's a 13x9. So it's a Craft Press Pro. I got it from Heat Press Nation. And then let's see. Okay, thanks. Do you want A4? Yes. And then you're welcome. Yes, A4. Well, and you'll pick it because it'll let you do. So this printer right here goes by 8.5 by 14, I believe, or 11. One or the other. And then you can also add like this addition that'll come back here, and then you can print by 8.5 by 51. There's a bigger machine than this that'll do like 11 by 14, but it was way more expensive. So here's what it looks like when it first prints out. This is part of the deal. It'll look light, like this is not its true color, so this is where the magic's going to happen. So the color here does not look true. It looks really light and kind of dull, and when we press it, that's where the color's going to happen. So what happens is the gases release, I guess, with a heat press or some sort of science, and it changes, the color will come true. So what you want to do is you have your heat press set on 385 for 60 seconds. So let's switch this over here to the heat press, and I'm gonna get over here and get ready. So give me just a second so I can move my iPad to make sure, and I'll answer y'all's questions as soon as I get back to the computer. So I'm going to carefully move y'all again. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Alright, hopefully you guys can hear me. My mic's not being blocked by my thing. Okay, so that way I can make sure I can see the whole time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set this here. So what you do is you're going to pull your thing out so you're not working underneath. You're going to pull it out. I'm going to take my shirt here. Take my tag off of it so I don't burn it. And what we're going to do, take another, hold on, I got another tag. Don't judge me, guys. I wasn't prepared that far. All right. And when you do this, the sublimation, this ink will never wash out. What it's doing is dyeing the fabric. So this ink is never going to go away. It's going to last the lifetime of the shirt. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to line this up here on my heat press. So what I'm doing is I'm getting my collar out of the way, and then I'm gonna figure out where this is gonna go, make sure everything's even. So I'm just trying to make sure, since this is a smaller press, I'm making sure that my sides are even hanging down here. So I'm just making sure they're about the same amount, just kind of eyeballing. Maybe scoot that over just a little bit more. And you do want to pre-press, and I'll show you we do have to have the parchment paper, so hopefully I'll remember that. I'm going to make sure where this is going to set. Say that's going to be right about there. I think that's going to be far enough, because once again, you want to make sure 3 fingers, but mine's going to land there. So since I have like my truck's kind of down here, if that makes sense. So what you need to do first, as I totally done forgot, is we need some of our parchment paper. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take some of our parchment paper here. You have to do this every time. If not, you could possibly get dye on your heat press, and then it can get on something else. So you want to protect your lower plate, the middle of your shirt, and the top, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and tear some of this off really quick. So bear with me, guys. Just hold on. Let me double check really quick. Make sure you guys aren't saying anything. I'm just getting my papers here. I've got one piece that's got that sticky stuff on it. So. All right, I'm going to move this down. Because what I'm going to do, I've already tore one. So this one, I'm going to kind of double it up maybe, like this. I'll probably do it like this. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this one underneath, and then we'll have to get my shirt back on there. So just bear with me, guys. Like I said, this is the first one, and it's the first time I'm using this heat press. So once again, I'm going to carefully get this up here, making sure that my sides are even, which now with that parchment paper over here. All right, trying to make sure that looks straight, looks good. And I'm going to go ahead and pre-press this before I go messing with that. So I'm just going to slide that back in there, and it has a handle, but I didn't use it. I'm going to just pre-press it for just a second. All right, that should be good. Pick that back up. Now what I'm going to do is tear off another piece of parchment paper. I didn't get one in the middle yet, because I'm all over the place. Let's see, can you make your own pictures or logos? Yes, you can print your kids' pictures on here. You can put your family pictures. You can do whatever you want to with sublimation. It's pretty amazing. So what I'm going to do is, because I have not done this before, I'm going to stick a Teflon sheet in between to protect the other side. This is just to protect from ink going all the way through the shirt, just in case. Like I said, I haven't done this. As I go along, I may not do that. Who knows? We're new here. All right, so that looks good. So now that I'm at this point, I'm going to go ahead and line my picture up on here. And it may not be perfect because I'm just rolling with it. All right, next thing you want to do once you have that down, then you want your next parchment paper. As long as you don't get any ink on these, you can use it again and again. All right, so one thing I have a question is, when I drop this, the timer's not starting. So I don't know if I need to hit set or go. So we're just gonna see. So at this point, you've got it covered. I'm going to drop it for 60 seconds. So let's see if I can do it. Yeah, so I hit set, and now the timer's going. So hopefully you guys can see that. So we got 60 seconds. Hold on, guys. I've got to re-add a camera because somebody called and messed up my camera. So I think it's angle 2, which is our heat press, and I'm going to re-add it. So let me go back and I think it should be this one. We're just gonna try it. I think it should be picking it back up. Okay, and it's done, of course, and now I've lost my camera. Okay, so I've lifted my heat press. But give me a second, guys. I'm going to reconnect the camera For some reason, somebody had to call and mess that up. So just give me a second. I'm not moving nothing, I just opened it so we didn't burn it up. All right, so I think I'm back. Let me put the camera back. Okay, so I think I'm back. I think everything's good. All right, we're back. So all I did was open this and pull the parchment paper off. So all you want to do is you want to be really careful. Hopefully everything worked out good. And really quickly, I'll pull this out so that way we don't burn ourselves, and hopefully you guys can see everything. What you want to do is just grab this paper here at the corner and quickly rip it off. So there it is. So I'm going to hold this up so you guys can see it. I've got my Teflon sheet in there, so I'll try to drop it out. And let me see if I can't lift it up here so you guys can see that. Look how amazing that came out. The colors came out super good. That was the first one, so the first try came out really good. Now, like I said, I did test it with the Easy Press the other day, but for this, it was pretty good. So let me switch you guys back cameras really quick. Give me just a second. I'll come back over here so I can show you guys a little bit better. Give me a second. Let me switch. And sorry about losing the camera over somebody calling, so hopefully that don't happen again. All right, now let me switch back here. You guys are going to see my iPad. It's kind of a mess. So let's see. It wasn't me this time. Let's see. Can you, yes, your own logos. Yes, it wasn't. No, it was not. It was some random 1-800 number. So here we go. So I'm going to try to lift this up, and hopefully you guys can see this. And this way. So hopefully you guys can see how bright that is and vibrant. Look how cute that is. Super cute. And like I said, so this color is not going to go away. As long as you're on the polyester, you want the high count. This is 90. It's going to say stay super bright and vibrant like this, and it feels like the shirt. So like you can rub around on it right away. It feels like the shirt. It's just dyed the fabric. So it's pretty amazing. So this is what we're going to be adding to the channel. Super cool. Love the press so far. Worked out great. And it's pretty cool. So I'm just kind of checking it out. I can't bring you guys down here because I've got my cameras everywhere else. So hopefully you guys are still there. Let's see. Can you reuse that sheet? That's a question. Okay, let me bring it back over here. That is a question I was wondering too. I did look up a video the other day. You can see that it's actually made it a little bit lighter. Where somebody did. So they did reuse it, and it just came in just a hair bit lighter. So, and then also I did see where people use regular printer paper. It just doesn't come out. It still came out good, but not as bright as this. And this Text Print R paper, the one thing about the paper, you get 110 sheets, and I think it's like 10, 15 bucks. It was pretty affordable for the paper. So, like I said, it's kind of a pricey first investment, but it's really affordable when you start using it and you realize it's not that expensive once you're using it, I guess. So, but I wished I had something, because I don't want to waste a t-shirt. I wish I had something to test this one out on. Because I don't want to do it on the dark one, because I mean then we wouldn't really see the true thing. I will hold on to it, guys, and if I can find something, because we'll just hold on to it, and if I can find something that's cheap and affordable to throw this down on, I'll test it out and we'll see what happens, because I want to make sure it's on something white. I just don't want to waste these shirts because they're the only 4 I found for this video. So I will hold on to it and we'll definitely test it. So I know they say not to, but I have seen where some people did and it just came in lighter. So what do we say? Let's see. I'm thinking about oh, there's another thing. You can print it on 100% cotton. There is a spray that you can spray on the shirts, which I have not ordered yet. We will be. We're going to test that. You spray it on first, you dry the shirt, and then it can go on cotton and it will stay. And then there is a printable vinyl that you can print it onto, and it like self-weeds itself, and it's like vinyl, so it'll have the feel of vinyl, where this just feels like fabric. And then you can also print it on HTV glitter, white glitter. You'll just have the glittery background and it will stay on this. So you could put this, you would put this on the shirt first, because glitter can handle the heat. So you would put this on the shirt first, then you would put your design, which I do want to test this today on one of the little kid shirts. So give me just a minute and we'll try that one next. But let's try a shirt. Like I said, I wanted to try one that was a little bit darker, and then this was a 46%. So let's see what it looks like. We're just going to test it out. So like you've seen how it prints super fast. So let's try it. So let me take this out. There was 2 of these by some weird reason. We got our shirt ready to go. and maybe we'll be a little more prepared. And like I said, you can reuse the parchment paper as long as nothing got on it, no ink or nothing, because you don't want it to transfer onto whatever you're working on next. So we'll toss this over here, and let's print out the next thing. So let's see, let's go back to the computer, and let's see, hold on. Where could we buy a heat press, and do you know if they have them in stock soon before Christmas? Tasha, I purchased mine from Heat Press Nation. Now, if you want the same size as I do, they don't have the white one in stock, but I'm sure that one will be in soon. I'll try to contact them today to see. But there is a pink one that a lot of people have been purchasing, and you've seen that it was like maybe $7 more. It's just going to be an inch smaller. Now, as for their heat presses, they've got some pretty good ones to choose from there, so you might check that out. But I definitely do recommend this Craft Press Pro. I want the big 15 by 15. It's going to be in the first week in December is what I was told. So if you want the big 15 by 15, and I think it was 300 and something. Let's go back and look and see. So this was the big 15 by 15 Craft Press Pro, and it was $349. And then the, let's see, Craft Presses, the one I purchased, which is a 13 by 9, is $289. And then that pink one, a lot of people are showing right now on YouTube, which is really popular. These just came out, I think. This one's $295, because I know this was released in August. So this was in stock yesterday, so I guess they just sold out today. But you could always hit this send a message right here and ask them in chat, and they'll let you know when it's available. There's a couple other small ones if you're wanting those. One of them that I was going to purchase was, let me go to 15 by 15. I was going to purchase this one right here, the Impress, but it was out of stock, and it was going to take like 2 weeks. It says add to cart, but I think it's still out of stock. It was going to take me 2 weeks, and I was like, no, because I'd rather wait for this. You know, it was just too long. So let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and come back to our Sawgrass designer. Now I'm going to leave the shirt. Now let me see if I have another design this same size. So I'm going to go back to images again. And no, I'm gonna have to change shirts, but that's fine. Let's do this one this time. Well, because I'm doing that. Okay, I'm doing the darker shirt, so I want to see what'll show up. Let's try this cow. So I want to try this super cute cow here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete. So remember to delete an object. You come to object, hit delete. This is the one I want to do now. So I'm kind of thinking I could leave it vertical like this and have it about that size, but I kind of want it longer. So I'm going to go back to t-shirts and do it vertical this time. So go back to t-shirt. And like I said, there's just so many things you can do. It's amazing. And like I said, we're going to show them. It's just part of what I'm going to do on the channel now as well. It's going to be with, and I want to try like print then cut with Cricut and see if it'll work as well. So I'm thinking it's going to work just fine, and same with silhouette. So let's say I want it that big. So that looks good to me. It's staying within the little area there. So that looks good. Next thing I'm going to do is hit print. I'm going to name it. I'm going to name it cow. Cow. And okay. And then once you do that, it should start sending it to, let's see, click here to print, and now it should download it to that. This right here, this V on my Mac, that's what it is. It's a print manager. So it works for all your things. So I'm going to double click here. Oh, okay, it's already coming up. I thought I had to click up here, but I guess you don't. Nope, I'm going to click. Okay, so here is the cow. I think it came up twice, and that's why, yeah. So I'll exit out of one. Okay, so this is the cow. It already mirrored it for us. Once again, it's already set on polyester fabric, text print R, auto, and high quality, and then mirror. It's already ready to go for us. We're going to hit print. And as it does that, I'll switch you guys back over here. My daughter just messaged she's heading to Little Rock today. She's got a, her band made it to state, so they're going to go for state today. So she's pretty excited about that. So it's already starting to print. And why it does that, I'm going to come back to comments really quick. I told you it prints so fast, I can't even keep up with it. All right, let's see. Let's see, Black Friday TRW is going to have a good sale. That is awesome, Felicia. Thank you for that. Let's see, do you have a Cricut tutorials? Yes, I do. I have a ton of them. And then, yes, she does. Okay, so you can see how quick this thing prints. So I think for like, if any of you guys do think about getting this, just think about trying to maybe, like I said, it would be definitely something that I would save up for, because like I said, $5.50 is kind of pricey. But then I'm like, I don't know, we pay like $400 for our Cricut maker, so it's just another addition to the craft room. This is something that's going to last us a long time. So once again, you're going to see that this image is super, it's just not, it looks dull. But as soon as we press it, it's going to look really good. So now this time we're going to have to turn the shirt sideways, and this is going to go on a 46% polyester, so we're going to see what it looks like. So this is a test. And then we may print it out again on the white one, because I just love him. Isn't he so cute? Okay, so let me switch you guys back over here. Fingers crossed nobody calls this time. So let me carry the iPad over here. And this time I'm not going to put, to save a little bit of time here for myself, I'm not going to put the Teflon sheet in the middle. Where'd my shirt go? Okay, I already forgot. I moved it. All right. So I've already got this protecting. This is good. There was no ink on it, so we can reuse it. Now, the one thing about it is I need this image to go this way because my press, the size of it. So I want to test to be able to lay my shirt. I don't want to burn myself. I'm going to try to lay my shirt this way. So that way, make sure that there's nothing underneath. I got a sleeve here acting silly. Hopefully you guys can see everything here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just make sure this is straight, and I'm gonna try to press it in this direction just to see if this little pro here will work for us, because that's one reason why I want a 15 by 15 for situations like this. Come here, drawer. Work with me. So what I'm doing is I'm just making sure, hopefully you guys can see me, making sure these are even on each side. I know you guys probably cannot see. Yes, you can. Whoop, stay still. I'm just trying to make sure these sides here are the same. I think it looks pretty good to me, so I'm probably going to leave it right about there, and we'll just see what happens. So what I want to do, just double checking everything once again, everything's smooth underneath. I need a pre-press. So you just want to pre-press it for just a few seconds. All right, looks good. Pop it back open. One thing that helps too, you can push on this handle and then pop it. Pull my drawer back out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little cow here and try to make sure it's straight. And it is what it is, because these are practice runs, you know. So making sure it's 3 fingers down. I can see the image kind of through here, and that's how I can kind of make sure. And then this did not get any ink on it, so I can use it again. Double checking. No ink was on it, so you can just keep reusing that same piece of parchment paper until you do get ink on it. So I'm ready to go. I'm going to slide it under here, and we're going to see what happens. So everything looks good. Drop it for 60 seconds. So as that's going, nobody call this time. I'm going to double check comments really quick. So let's see. Do you have, and I've been watching TRW, they're pretty cool. They've got some really good videos too, guys, for like especially silhouette users. Let's see, I already got that. Yes, it does. And then, hi Crystal, first time live. Thank you, Nellie, for being here. All right, so we got 36 seconds. I'm actually digging this little guy, so this will be the second press on here. It's working pretty great. I'm loving the addition. Now don't judge me, because this thing should be on something very stable. This is a piece of wood here on top of a chair. I'm gonna have my husband or my brother-in-law put some nails in here, some screws to hold it down to the wooden chair, and it's gonna become one, because it's kind of just decor, okay? So don't judge me. So 10 more seconds, 9, 8. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like on the 46% polyester. Who knows what it's gonna look like, but we're about to find out. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. Like I said, you could hold this handle and then pop it like this. So we're gonna pull this off and then pull our drawer out. Hopefully you guys can see this. And then hopefully you guys can see this good enough. Maybe I could, so you guys could see it really good. Hold on, wait for it, guys. Let me try something. Hopefully my camera don't fall. Here we go. So what you wanna do, you're just gonna grab a corner and quickly rip it off. So that does look really good. I like that look. So this is a 46% polyester, and these would be American Eagle, but like I said, TJ Maxx, Ross's. So you guys can see the lighting's kind of terrible over here, so we'll have to wait till we get back over there, I guess. But I think the color looks pretty good on that for a 46% polyester. And I love the way that this shirt is. So let me bring you guys back over here really quick so you guys can see that. Let me, hold on. We got to move the iPad first, so that way you guys can't see me moving in action. Okay, So let me switch back over here. All right. So here is the 46% polyester on the brown. So this is because they said light color garments is what it is. And I think I did end up crooked. Hold on. No, I think it's okay. So they said to use light color garments. So like this one right here is kind of like what would you guys call this? Like a tan, I guess. And it came out really good. I like the look of this one. Super cute. Look at that cow. So it'll kind of look like this. Super cute. Loving it. TJ Maxx. I think this one was a little bit more expensive. $7.99 I think is what I paid for the American Eagle. But I definitely think I'll hit up, you know, even Rue 21, Old Navy, JCPenney's, just trying to find their more affordable stuff. I've tried to look online, but I'm having a hard time really finding some raglans because I really want some raglans that are at least 50-50. So I love the way that came out. Super cute. Let me double check really quick. Let's see, where did you get the printer? The printer I got from Heat Press Nation. I also seen they are available on Amazon as well. Where can let's see, for screen printing. The printer for screen printing, if you're talking about the one I showed the other day, which is this, hold on, which is one of these, I got it from Hobby Lobby. Now, if you're talking about the printer that does the screen printing, which I know if that's what you're talking about, I know what you're talking about. This would basically do the exact same thing. It goes onto vinyl. You print it onto vinyl. It's like self-weeding, which is really weird. And then it goes on, it'll have a vinyl filler, where like this right here is like ink. But the cool thing about this, you don't have to worry about it chipping or peeling or cracking up. The ink is going to stay the same. It's just going to last as long as the shirt. So it's just like buying something at the store. Let's see. Thanks for showing us all of these different crafts, because it makes us feel that it isn't a difference as we might have expected. Truly, you're super welcome. Let's see. Does the box around the cow go away? Yes, this is just from the heat press. So what I need to do is go back and kind of iron this out just a little bit. And plus, it's got a little bit of, I think, from the heat of it is what I'm thinking. I see, and I've heard that, you know what, and I'm kind of wondering, I was thinking the paper, but the paper won't transfer through because it's regular paper. But I think it's just from the heat press, drawing out that color and stuff like that. So at this point, I'm not too sure. I'll wash it and let you know, because it's kind of weird, because usually I say it'll go away on its own with a easy press, but this one's still not fading. We'll keep an eye on it. And see what happens. Why does this not want to stand up straight? Super cute. Let's see. Okay, so I want to try the glitter now. So let's see if we can attempt that. Let me see which designs we have. Let me switch y'all back over here. And let's see what designs I purchased that we could maybe get small enough. I could probably even get this cow small enough. Let me measure really quick and see what we can do to get this smaller, because right now Crystal was not prepared for this video. I got it in and I was too pumped to show y'all. So let me bring y'all back over here. So what I'm doing, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little kid shirt. I'm gonna take this vinyl. This will be ironed on first, and so I may cut it down just a little bit. So I'm gonna measure out maybe the size of, and then this, what's gonna happen is this cow is gonna look glittery. So that's what's gonna happen with this. Or maybe I could turn it like this and find another. Let me peek at the designs. Hold on one second. Come back over here. Let's double check really quick. Images, see what else I'd purchased so far. And then I'll show you guys some of the designs and stuff they have. I love this one. Maybe I could get this one small enough to do. No, because the pink shirt keeps throwing me off. This one would be cute, but I don't know if I would be able to get it down small enough. All right, let me delete my cow. Hold on. Delete. And bring that back in. I'm like, oh, where did it go? Undo. Bring that in. All right, so what I need to do is I need to bring this one way down. So I need to watch. So right here's where our sizing is. So like the width is 4 point by 100. Okay, there it is. 4.32 by 7.19 is what that is. So what I need to do is measure. So what I'm going to do is measure. I'm going to bring it back down. I'm going to take my, because this is all I got to work with. Like I said, I've got that and this piece. I was not prepared. So glitter HTV. We've got a 7.5 by 4, almost 4.5. So let's say 4 3/4. So let's go back over here. And 7.5 by 4.32. I think that should be good. Let me double check. 419. I'll just have to make sure I line it up really good. So I think that should work. Let's print it out and just see what happens and test it out. So let's go. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit print. We're just going to name it kid. Just randomly naming stuff. Okay. And then let's see. Click here to print. It's going to shoot it up there again. It should open on its own this time. I'm going to kind of leave it. We'll see. Maybe not. Yes, it is. Okay. So it should open on its own. Give it a second. I always say that and then it don't happen. Let me go ahead and double click on the kids. There we go. And see, it opened twice. I don't know what I'm doing there. All right, so here we go. So there it is. What I'm going to do at this point, it's going to mirror it for me once again. I'm going to hit print. This must be where I opened another one as well. It should be getting ready to print now. All right, bring y'all back down here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and heat press this on here, and then as soon as this comes out, I want to make sure it's the right size. I'll cut it down to size, put it on here, and then let's see. I need to find my settings. One thing that I noticed that came with my craft press and then about Heat Press Nation was, I'll link it down below. I forgot to link that first. They do have a cheat sheet that you can print off at your home. You know, you can print it with regular printer here. And then you could run it through like a laminator and laminate both sides. So what this is it's a cheat sheet for like regular heat transfer vinyl, what you need to put your pressure on, and what you need to put your temperature and timer and all that stuff. And then it's got your sublimation. So when it comes to, I wanted to see their glitter really quick. And glitter, they have it set for 320 for 12 seconds. I have it really high. So I think what I'm going to do, since I just need to basically tack it down, I may do it for like 5 seconds. So I'm going to leave it at that 385 and do it for 5 seconds. So let's double check that I got this sizing right. So what I'll do is, you can see it once again. Looks a little pale. Hopefully you guys can see this. And then I'm going to just lay this on top. It looks good. I may be able to trim this glitter paper down just a little bit, and that may be what I do. So let's go ahead, and what I can do is actually lay it like this so I can see. I think I can trim a little bit off the bottom, and I want to use my, where does it at? Hold on, wait for me. You know I'm never prepared. Oh, got it. I want to use my paper trimmer because I want to make sure that it's going to go correctly. So I'm just going to take a little bit off here at the end. Hopefully I don't take off too much. So if I need to go backwards, I will. I just want to not overdo. And what I'm doing is, hopefully you guys can see this. I'm just lining it up like that. I think that looks good. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm just kind of lining it like this so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to trim this down just a little bit so I can see where I'm working. So that looks good. So I'm just trimming around the paper. Sorry I can't give you guys an overhead view today. Like I said, I was excited to show you guys. Like I said, there's going to be tons of videos coming. I just thought you guys could be here while I played with it. So bear with me while we check this out. And do that. Just so I can make sure I kind of line this up pretty good on here. And here we go. Alright, so here is our image once again. We're going to use, I use Caesar. You could use whatever brand, but you just want to use glitter. White, it has to be white. And with this, with the heat press, I do know that you do need to use a Teflon. So let's switch back over here and let's go check it out. So what did I do with the paper? There it is. Don't judge me. And I'll check comments in just a second. So just to make sure if there's anything. So here we go. So what we're going to do, let me adjust my camera back. I may be able to leave it like that for now. Alright, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to leave this parchment paper down here. It's no big deal. You don't have to have that when you're pressing. The thing about little kid shirts like this too, this is going to be the perfect size to have them this way. Now I'm just going to figure out where I want this. So say that I want it down here. I'm just making sure it's going to still land on my press here. It looks pretty even. Just making sure it looks straight. And I think that's where I'm going to put that. So what I'm going to do is put this under here. I'm going to go ahead and pre-press just to get out any moisture. Because one thing with sublimation, there is a big difference, and you do want to get out any moistures from what I'm seeing, or you can end up with some bubbles or something, I think. And then you want it to be flat. So that looks good. Making sure it's still straight. I'm going to go ahead and get down my glitter, dropping it down a little bit. Still going to make it on the mat. I think that looks even. We're just going to roll with it. And then we're going to take our Teflon sheet, because this is the glitter. I'm going to roll it underneath here. And then, like I said, it's at 383, so it's high, so I'm going to just do it for 5 seconds. So I'm just basically tacking it down. All right, looks good. So I'm going to pull this back, and I'm going to go ahead and peel off this right here. All right. So now we just want to make sure that that's straight. Lay everybody flat. Looks good. Now what I'm going to do is, and they say, you may be wondering, can I use my Teflon sheet on top instead of the parchment paper? They say not to, because once again, if that ink gets on there, you're going to have to throw it. So you don't want to waste your Teflon sheets. So what I'm doing now is I'm just making sure I'm going to line this up perfectly with my glitter. Just trying to make sure everything looks straight. At this point, if I feel necessary, I could put down some, and I'm going to do that to be safe, just because I want to make sure that my image is not going to shift on me at all. I'm going to go ahead and get on my heat tape. So I'm just, and this heat tape, it comes in 2 rolls. I've talked about it all the time. I still mention it because there's other people that don't know. This comes on from Amazon. You get like 2 rolls. It's super affordable. So just going to take a little bit of this heat tape and go ahead and tack this down just to make sure it's not going to move. And thank you guys for bearing with me. Like I said, I just wanted to play with this stuff today and thought you guys could join me. All right, so what we're going to do next is, and once again, I'm going to save this so we can test those out and see if we can use them again. So what I'm going to do is put on our parchment paper here, and you'll notice that after a while our parchment paper is turning yellow. That's not the ink, that's just the heat press, which that could be where my line came from. I'm going to flip it inside out just to see. So I'm flipping it around, and then I'm going to put it in here, and now we're going to press it for 60 seconds. And now, like I said, that glitter can handle the heat, so it's going to be totally fine. Glitter is the only one. Now you wouldn't, as far as I know, there's a vinyl one that this works with, but it's different. You don't put the vinyl down first and then put this on there. The way that it works is you print this, then you put the vinyl thing in there, you put this on, it's just a few seconds, you peel it off. It's just a different process. We will be getting some so I can show you. It'll make sense once I do. But the glitter, it can handle the heat, so that's why I can do this first. So we're just going here. And now this does say that you can go, I think it's like, also I needed to tell you too. So those papers I was telling you, Heat Press Nation comes with like a guide. Their book as well that came with this, in the back of it here, it does tell you as well. All your vinyl, all that kind of stuff. So this one, I think it does say you can go like 45 to 60 seconds. I've just been going 60 seconds to be safe. So we'll see how that works with the glitter. Pop it up. Move this out of the way. Now, since we have, I'm going to drop that down there. Now, let me pull this out, and hopefully you guys will be able to see it. Looks good. All right, so now, since I have the tape, I want to be careful because I don't want to end up making it shift. So I want to try to be pretty quickly and maybe work with the tape at the same time, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to grab a corner here and try to be quick. And there it is. This is on the glitter. So what this does is it's making it look super sparkly. And we didn't have to layer all that stuff. Look how cute that came out. And now it looks super sparkly. Hopefully you guys can pick up that sparkle. I don't know if you guys are or not. Let me look. Maybe you guys are. But anyways, it's the glitter. So the glitter makes it look like it's sparkly. Isn't that cute? So I'll switch you guys back really quick. And then maybe I can show it better over here. Like I said, it's the same lighting, but I guess because it's kind of in a dark corner, it's kind of looks light. Wait for it. I'm about to drop my stuff. I think I'm moving my mic. All right, so once again, you're going to have this in the view, but it is what it is. Okay, so here this is. Let me see if I can't, I'm trying to see if I can't maybe if I come around. Hold on, wait for it. maybe if I come this way behind the camera and maybe show you guys. And hopefully you guys can pick up that sparkle. So it's white glitter vinyl, and it has to be white because you want it to be light. The lighter the better. So it just looks like super Christmassy, and I know you guys probably aren't picking up that glistening, but it's, you guys know what white glitter vinyl looks like. And then put this on it. But look how detailed that is, and the colors. And this will stay on here just like this. So you can do cotton as long as you put down like this white glitter vinyl first. So look how cute those are. And this, like this watch right here is like a red plaid. So you can get all these different like textures and looks instead of like, you know, with Cricut, not Cricut, but with vinyl, you know, you have to sit there and weed all these different layers, all these different colors. I just like that if I want to make something quick, this would be pretty cool. I think this would be cool too if you owned a shop or did any craft fairs or anything like that, or an Etsy. Super cool. So let me come back around there and I'll double check comments really quick. So hopefully you guys seen that pretty good. I just love it. I'm so excited about it. I've been wanting it for a while. I've been doing a lot of research, watching a lot of videos. Okay, let me see. Let me go backwards a little bit and double check. Let's see. Where do you buy? I think I've already got that. Where did you get the printer? I think I've already answered that. Heat Press Nation. Thanks for showing us all of these. I think I've already, maybe already seen that one. Make him feel different. Okay. And then Amanda Tape. Let's see. Does the box around the cow go? I think Sarah already got that stuff. I'm trying to double check these guys. Hello everyone. Hi. And then let's see. Do you have to buy the ink for the printer? Yes. Well, it comes with it. No. So for $550 you get all the inks. It comes like this. Hold on, I set them here. Wait for it. It comes with boxes like this. So it comes with your, you know, blue, your magenta, comes with a yellow, and then comes with a black. The black is 42 milliliters. The yellow and all these colors here are 29. And these are pretty pricey. Now, it comes with it, like I said, but when you're going to have to refill them, it is pretty pricey. But the second set of inks, because, and I'll talk about that later, but when you first load these, the ink's going to load into the, like the pipes in here. So it's there, it's not away, but the second set of cartridges is going to be behind all this kind of ink. So this ink's going to last you, I think it's like 300 pieces of paper or something. It's quite a bit. But the second set, it's going to last you a whole lot longer because it doesn't need to preload. It's there, but it's not having a preload first, if that makes sense. So, but one thing I am noticing, and I am going to review, there is like cheaper versions of these. It's not the brand, but it's going to be cheaper versions on Amazon that's like $40 for all four. So it's way cheaper. So we're going to look into that. I am going to test that theory out. You know me, I'm cheap. So when it comes down to it, I want to try to save $1. So these were kind of pricey, but they do come with it. So for $550, you get these and you get the paper. So you do get the text print R paper. Comes in a package like this, and it comes with 110 sheets. So you do get all of this. It comes with a USB stick with all your instructions or drivers that you need. I did do a video while I was setting this up, so that way if you guys need help setting it up, that I can help y'all do that. Like I said, there's a bunch of videos on the market, but there's newer ones, but like they're just showing you to print it over there. They're not showing you how to work the system, and they're not showing anything other than that, and I want to really get in detail. And then a lot of them, the guy that does the Sawgrass is just, I don't know, it doesn't have my beat, and it's kind of way too long. I know this video is long, but this is just a first setup, but I want to see something pretty quickly and see how it works, if that makes sense. So it does come with all of this stuff. It comes with your USB cord, your power cord, obviously, all those things, and then it comes with instructions. It came with, like I said, I do have a video on that to show you setting it up, because I just wanted to, I couldn't find something for my Mac. There's Windows, but I couldn't find nothing for Windows. So I did a video on that, but it comes with pretty big size instructions to like set that up and stuff too. So no worries, if y'all do get one or you do have one, I will be able to help you get that set up. And then that was it with that. So let me go ahead and go backwards. Let's see. Double checking here. Let's see. Okay, so I already got that. And then hi everyone, first live. Hi Keisha, hi Sandra. No one said hello to me, so I thought I'd at least say hi. Hello, Keisha's Creations. And then Amanda, sorry, I had to take a call. Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. And then, oh gotcha, hi Amanda. And then hi Keisha. Amanda, back and forth. We're just reading. I'm trying. My first live. Wendy, congratulations. Thanks for being here. And then, let's see, Angelique. I need this printer in my life. I'm telling you, I'm so pumped about it. Like, this is like, I begged everybody at Christmas. I mean, not Christmas, my birthday. I said, listen, people, I know that I'm not the type of person to come to you and ask for what I want, but I'm saying, can I just have $20? Like, I was like, $20, I'll take $20. So I just got money from everybody and then took some money that I had and then put it together and got it. So like I said, Christmas, maybe ask your kids, your grandkids, your husband, and maybe Christmas time, or maybe income tax or something like that, or maybe next birthday or whatever. But I really love it. I'm super excited, but stick with us, hang out, and just see if maybe it's something that you're interested in. And then let's see, I have to go back to the beginning. Yes, you are, Nellie. And then let's see, the shirt is so cute, so pretty, and you did a good job. Thank you so much. I really like, so you've got, so to get it on cotton, there is options, like this glitter, have it all super cute, or oh, there's Verna. She's messing up my live. Hold on, we'll answer for her and say, hello.
What are you doing?
I'm on a live video. Tell everybody hello. Okay, I'll call you back here in a minute. Bye. That's what happens when you call me live. Okay, so anyways, so I just wanted to share with you guys, so like I said, where she messed me up. So the glitter, we do have options on cotton to do the glitter background. We do have a spray, which I'm going to get and try out. I want to try wash tests with it. We do have a vinyl type to put on there, and then mostly polyester. But, you know, I always pictured polyester to be like that, like a spandex type, which this one's 90% and it's got spandex, so this one's got a little bit of a tug. But like my pajama set and those ones I've been buying, like this one, let me see if this one is. This is another one from the Dollar General. This one is 95% polyester. So those shirts I've already been working on, they're 95% polyester. They're super soft. Like, I really love the feel of these. So we can find some of these at the Dollar General. We need to check the clearance and stuff too. So I do love the way that polyester, I kept picturing like spandex. I kept picturing like uniforms, like jerseys or something. Like, I just was picturing something else. But I'm pretty pumped about it. So do we all want to see it happen one more time? Do we want to try it one more time and see how it works? Just one more time, try another design out, or do we want to call it good for the day? Let's see. Let me bring y'all back over here, and we're going to look at our designs really quick. Which ones did we still have? Okay, so we have, for images that I purchased, and then I'll show you guys. Let me show y'all really quick, and then we'll decide. I'll show you how to work this program a little bit. This is a design I purchased, super cute. The one thing about this one was the way it was tilted. I kind of had to tilt it back a little bit to get it to line up really good. That was the one I did the test with the Easy Press. I purchased this one. Isn't it cute? It says Merry Christmas, has the 3 cows. This one that I just did on the kids shirt, it says let's bake stuff, drink hot cocoa, and watch the Hallmark Channel Christmas movies. This super cute Christmas tree with ho ho ho. Also, you can layer vinyl on this. I keep forgetting stuff. You can, so I could go back and add a layer of glitter. So like these right here with this ho ho ho, I could come back and like make this one glitter. I could line that back up on this. So a lot of these files do come with a cut file as well, and you can come back and line those on. You can add any HTV on top of this when it's done. The last one I got was It's the Most Wonderful Time. I already did that one. Oh, and then we got the cow. So the last 2 that we haven't done was the cows and then the Christmas tree. But really quick, let me show you how simple this thing is. All right, so when you download this program, if you're having a Mac, if you have a Windows, you're going to have an app on there somewhere like this. So it's going to say, it's like Virtuoso Print Manager 2. It's going to have this little V right here. Now, it may also be at the bottom like mine, and it's going to have it up here at the top. If you click the top, it'll give you options. So you can click Creative Studio Printer, stuff like that. So you can click that, and it'll take you straight to that Creative Studio. So from here, once you get here, you just hit Launch Creative Studio. And I'm not sure if they have an app yet. I do want to check that out. I don't know if they have an app. I do want to look into it. So when it first pops up, it'll ask you Product Wizard. So it'll ask you, do you want to work on just these same things over here? So you can pick it from here, fishing, lures. There's so many cool things. You can pick it from here. I always hit exit so far from what I've done. And then there's products. So it's the same thing. I can come back over here, and I'm going to pick something. Also, I got stuff already ordered on the way. We're going to do sublimating license plates, cell phone covers, all those things. I've got some stuff coming in so we could check it out. Let's say we were doing a license plate cover, okay? So let's see, license. Let me just go down. Trust me, I can't spell today. Let's see. I cannot remember. Because sometimes they're not like right here where it says license plate. So like UNICEF project jigs. Sometimes they're going to be under something else and I may be missing it. But let's see. Let me try to spell license plate. Plate. Because sometimes they're underneath something. Because when you click those, it's obviously going to bring up a ton. So here we go. We got license plate spelled correctly. So say that it is this one. Okay, you can pick horizontal, the same thing. You can do whatever you need here. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. So here it is. So it's going to bring it up just like this. Now I want to show you the backgrounds and stuff. So you can go to design. This is stuff that's already built in here. All right. And then you can choose. So we can say, you know, animals and pets. So say pet cats. This is all the designs they have for the cats. Now they don't have a ton in here on this. There's holiday special events. So like say baby, you'll have all these different things pop up for baby and stuff. So Day of the Dead. Now I don't know why, I have not looked into this yet. Some of these say premium. So I don't know if there's like something you could pay and actually have a few different things. I haven't looked into that yet. Not too sure what's that about. Christmas. So there's all these different little designs here for Christmas. But I want to show you the paper. So there's a couple right here. So they have like the ugly sweater Christmas paper like this. But there was another spot. So hold on, let me think here for a second. Let me exit out of that's where all like the designs would be. Maybe it would be images. I think it would be images. So there's several different spots on here. So images, these ones are mine, but you can click animal pets again. We got baby animals. So there's just tons more. So birds. These are all free to use, except if they say premium. Apparently, I don't know what that's about. But I've noticed a majority of these don't. I don't know what that is. But let's see. So say backgrounds and patterns. This is what I was looking for. So I'm thinking we can print our own like pattern paper kind of. And I want to figure that out and see how that would work. Maybe some pattern. I don't know. Just bear with me. Let's say, so if you click on them, these are your backgrounds. There's all these types here. Paint textures. There's a bunch of cool ones. So let's say that I want something like this. So it'll come in here just like this. And what you're going to do is just spread it out. So just like that. So now I have that cool marble effect, and that's how it's going to print. But when we print, we already will have the holes in our license plate, so it's going to ignore those pieces, obviously, on the print. You know, when we print it, it will print that, but it's not going to go through there. And then there'll be this cool design. Now, say I wanted to add, let me go back to image because I think that's where it was. There was like monograms and stuff too. I should have taken note of these where they were. There's a spot for monograms. Maybe it's not in there. Maybe it's in text. Let me just try to, no, because I don't think it was. Maybe it was text font. Let me just try it. Let's see if it was here. There is a spot. Well, like I said, we're going to get into this more. Don't judge me now. But there is a spot that says monograms. It's either, it's obviously not that one. I don't think it's in designs. Signs, awards, and plaques. No. I'm not seeing it right there. But anyways, one of these, there's a little buttons here. One of these gives you monograms. Why did I not take note of this? I don't know. Text envelope. I don't think that's it. No. I'll have to look through it. We'll play around with it next time. But anyways, there is monogram, so you can add the monogram to the center here. But let's say, for example, I wanted to put my name on my license plate here. All right, and I'm going to hit OK. So what I'm going to do is, say that this fell behind. You would hit Object, and you would hit Move Down. So you can see now it's behind that. So it's just like how Cricut works like that. So I need to move up. It would bring it back up. So that would be just how that would work. And then now if I wanted to change this font, I'd hit Object, and I would hit Text Font. And this is where I could come in and change this font. So I could just play around with it just like this. And then have it would print out just like, let me hold on. It would print out just like that and be ready to go for my license plate. So wouldn't that be pretty cool? So I'm going to bring y'all back over here and see what you guys want me to print one more out or not. Hold on. Let me go back where you guys are. All right, let's see. One more time. So we got just joining, yes. One more time, please. One more time. She will do it another time really fast. Believe she will be able to. Yes. Thank you so much, Amanda. Hi, Crystal just made it. Thank you so much. Let's see. I wish they would upgrade to where you can use your own fonts. Oh, okay. So do you have this machine right here? Look at the text font. Okay. I'm wondering if we can't use the ones from DaFont. Which program is this? This is called Creative Studio. So when you, it's called Creative Studio right here. It comes with your printer. So when you get it, you'll have like a little, you'll go through registering and it'll give you a little registration code and you'll get it for free and then you can use it. I think you can download it and use it for like 4 or 5 days before, you know, you have to register if you want to play with it now just to see what it feels like. So let's go ahead and do it one more time. So let's go back to our studio here. I'm going to back it up. All right, so let's see. I'm bringing y'all back down here. So let's see. Let's do the cow one. The cow one's super cute. So we're going to get rid of this. So we go to Object. We hit Delete. We're going to go to Images. We're going to go to, and one thing I do recommend from what I've seen people say, should we do the cow or should we do the tree? I don't know. They're just so cute. Let's try the cow just to see how big I can get him. Let's see how big that is. I think that goes from edge to edge. I'm zooming me in so I can see. Yes. So I think that'll be fine. We're going to try it out and see what happens. So, but me, whenever I put it on the shirt, I'm going to center it up, obviously. So let's go ahead and hit print. Hit OK. I don't think I named it. It's fine. One thing I've noticed people say is you don't want to unplug this. Basically, like any printer, you want to leave it plugged in. Because every time you turn it on and off, it's going to cycle through to kind of, I think, clean your print heads. So you always want to leave your printer on. That goes for any printer. You'll waste less ink doing that. Click here to print. It goes to sleep in the background. So like it takes a nap when you're not using it. All right, so we hit print. And here this is. We're going to click on it again, even though I know it's going to pop up. Maybe because I'm double clicking. I think you do got to click on it, but I keep double clicking. All right, that should be pulling up. I think it may be behind this. Yes, there it is. There it is. All right, so we're going to we're making sure everything's the same. Polyester, textile print, auto. We're going to hit print. And that one's still in the background. I still need to delete it. All right, now I'll bring you guys back down here while that gets ready to print. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and prepare. Now this one we're going to do on another white one. This one, I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to do it on a small so we can really see how that's going to look. Let's see, because I got small, medium, large. Like I said, I purchased every one I've seen. People are probably like, geez. Oops, I think I keep missing it. All right, I know the guy at the register, he was like, gosh, you're buying a lot of the same shirts. I was like, I have a sublimation printer, don't judge me. All right, so after this one, we'll wrap it up, so that way I'm not wasting you guys' time. I've been on here for an hour and 17. So, so far I'm loving the printer, and I'm loving the little craft press. We are going to do a review on this. I did order, that will be here today, but it didn't come in time. I did order the Easy Press, the small one, that little mini one. I talked about getting that because of onesies and stuff. And since that one does go to 400 degrees, we will test it with that one to see if we get a better look. So I'll have that in tomorrow. We'll be doing that soon. So here's our shirt. It's already ready to go. Here's our design. Look at it one more time so you can see how dull it is. I'm going to come around so y'all can see it a little bit better. Just so y'all can see, because I know I'm not close enough. So you see how dull that is? It's kind of hard to tell, but it's really dull. The hat's not bright and vibrant. You know, it looks more like a brown ink. It's hard to tell. So what we're going to do is switch our cameras over here. All right. Now, bear with me. Let me move everything. Set this down. This one is still good on the bottom. Nothing has leaked through. I'm going to go ahead, and this time I'm not going to put anything in on the white just to see if the ink seeps through, to see if that's going to be an issue. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, this one's going to be another one where I need to line it up in this direction. So here we go again. So we'll have to make sure that's really good and straight in just a second. So, in the meantime, let me move my iPad. I know y'all probably couldn't hear me because I was far away from my mic. So, let's move the mic. I got to get a wireless mic. I need somebody to recommend me a wireless mic that will hook to my iPad. Okay. So, I think we're ready to go here. So, what we're going to do, once again, like I said, I'm not going to put that sheet inside just so we can see if we need to or not, because most people I've seen, I didn't see them do it, but I just wanted to be safe. It was our first round. So all I'm doing here, hopefully you guys can see this. I think, oh, I forgot. Y'all guys can't even see me. I think it's froze on this. So wait for me. Let me re-add this camera. Let me re-add this camera. I'll put y'all back over there while y'all wait. Verna messed that up. All right, let's see, waiting for... Let's see, let's add a cameras. We're going to take away angle 2. And we're going to add this one back in. All right, I think you guys should be able to see me now. So let me switch back. Yes, you guys should be able to see me now. So good thing I didn't get too far. So the thing about it is I'm going to have to go back in this direction again. So here's the neck instead of having it that way because the image goes this way. This thing's not big enough to have it this way. So we're just testing this out. And what I'm doing is, so I'm just pulling out my pieces here and I'm making sure that these look even. Just basically eyeballing it. And like I said, I'm loving the fact that I have this out and my hands aren't way under there and I can actually come out further this way. I'm just trying to make sure you guys can see everything. And you guys can still there, so I can actually come out. So I think that looks good. Double checking my neck area, making sure it looks straight. And I may bring the shirt this way just a smidgen. Okay, I think that looks good and straight. We're gonna roll with it as usual. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get this down like this, just making sure it looks straight on there. It looks good. I'm gonna take my same piece of parchment paper again. So, I mean, you can see it's starting to get like dingy and brown. I don't know if you guys can pick that up. Dingy and brown, but I think it still looks good to me. We're rolling with it. So we're going to place that on there. So hopefully you can see how it looks dingy and brown. That's just from the heat press. So I don't think that has anything to do with the inks. We're going to push her back in there. Oh, and we did not pre-press the shirt. Bring that back out. See, we're already almost messing up. Push that in there. We want to pre-press for just a couple seconds. That's good. Bring it back out. Luckily, this don't take a long time to line up. We're going to throw that back down on there, just like that. And that just smelled like tea, like you were cooking tea in your boiler thing. It smells pretty good. All right, here we go. So 60 seconds. All right, so this time I'm going to very carefully, hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't know why it says muted. Let me come back and make sure you guys can hear me. Make sure, let's see. Okay, let's see. Hello from Virginia. Let's see, have plugged in one of the search plugs. Yes, so it's better to have it plugged into one of the search plugs. Let's see, sorry, I have to ask, but which printer is this? This is the Sawgrass SG400. The links are in the description. And let's see. You may want to use a lint roller as well. Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you for mentioning it. Apparently, you really want to use a lint roller. If there's lint on any of these items, it can cause, I think it's like, because it basically going on the lint, it'll cause little blue dots, but I think you're going to lose the ink in that area. I'm not too sure. She may be able to answer that a little bit further. I'll come back and double check these in just a second. All right, so here we go. We're going to lift it. And that does scream at you, see? So, throw that in the floor. We're going to bring this back, and like I said, you're just going to grab a corner and rip it off. So, here we go. Super cute. Bring this in so you guys can see. Isn't it cute? I love it, love it, love it. Super cute. I know it's hard to tell. I'm going to try to bring it in front of the other camera like I did a while ago. So, let me do that really quick. Let me switch you guys, and I'll walk it over there. You guys can see how bright, so you can see now how bright, hopefully you guys can see how bright and vibrant those red hats are. Look at this with the red and the green. Super cute. Merry Christmas. And then I'll hold it in front of me in just a second. But I think I see this little blue? Hold on. Let me find it. Hopefully you guys can see. There's some little blue specks here. Those are from lint. So I think I've got a couple blue spots on here. That's from lint. So I'm glad that you brought that up. Hopefully you guys can hear me because I'm way over here. All right, let me move this back. You guys are just going to see me move back. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear me because I know my mic's way over there. I have this whole thing rigged. Usually, you know how I had my mic down here? I've now moved it. So that way, let me see if I can't get it to hold up. I don't know how I had it holding the other day. Had it pretty good. Anyways, that way I won't keep hitting it and then y'all won't hear that sound. So here is this one. That Merry Christmas. So hopefully you guys can see that. Let me zoom y'all in just a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Back it up. I may be able to back it up a little bit. Super cute. See how cute that is? I love it. So here is this one. So this is the last one we just did. And then I'm just going to show you guys again really quick because I'm zoomed in on myself here. Here is this one. This one is a large shirt. That one, the one I just showed you was a small to show you the differences. So there's this one, super cute. And then the one that we did with, and we're going to see if that color's kind of disappeared here a little bit. It looks like it. No, it's still got like that white border around it. And then this was the Old Navy. And this one is I think a small. This is a small one, a small would look like. But I really love how this one looks kind of vintagey. So you can see how the hat is not red and it's as intense as this one. So you can see how shiny that looks. I just love it. Super cute. Let me zoom you guys back out here. Sorry, super fast. Oh, and then I forgot the little kid one. Let me zoom you guys back in one more time. Don't make you sick. All right, here is that little kid one, which I've already put a wrinkle in. So here's that. Maybe you guys can see that sparkle now. Super cute. So let's bake stuff, drink hot cocoa, and watch Hallmark Christmas movies. And look how it even gives you like that gradient of color. So like this one's got like it's like a darker gold to a light, and you can't really do that with HTV. So unless it's like a holographic or something like that. I just love all the different colors and the different patterns that you can do with this, and then the fact that you can put it on this vinyl. So you can see this is a vinyl. These right here, it just blends in with the shirt. So I'm just like so pumped and excited about this purchase. So I'm so glad that you guys were here with me. Very cute. I love your videos. Okay, so I'm gonna try to scroll back a little bit, double check all the comments really quick. And let's see here really quick. One more time, please. Let's see. Thanks for joining. I think I got all those. Okay, I already got all the one more times. Let's see. We already got all that. Let's see. Hi from Maryland. No one. The only ones. Let's see with the program. No. Only the ones they have in the program. Hello from Virginia. Okay, so the fonts, so you can't use the other ones. Okay, that's I'll have to definitely look into that. I was really hoping I could, so thank you for letting me know. Let's see. Yes, it is better. I've already got that. Sorry to ask which printer this is. Already told. Yeah, the Sawgrass 400. Thanks, Felicia. You may want to use a lint roller. See, yes, definitely use a lint roller, which is funny because I always have one on hand. I scored this little guy at Cricut. It has this little, Cricut. Me and my Cricut. I scored this thing at Walmart last year, and I got all the refills for like $1. So it was on the clearance and stuff, but I think they do still sell them. But I just like the fact that it just rolls up. You could use anything. But I really wished I would have thought about that and really rolled that. So thank you for leaving that tip. You guys may have to remind me that as we do videos because I'm probably going to forget. Let's see. You're welcome. Very cute. I love your videos. Thank you so much, guys. So cute. Hello. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Does anybody have any questions about the printer that I got today or the little heat press? Everything is linked in the description below. The heat press is the Sawgrass SG 400. There is an 800, but that thing's like $1,500. This one's $550. I do know that it's more expensive in case you just recently came to the video, but definitely it would be a purchase that you may want to save up for, or income tax, Christmas, something like that. And then the little heat press was, what would you say, like $285. That one it's also from Heat Press Nation. It is called the Craft Press Pro. You guys can kind of see it in here. This is where this one's going to have to be designated for our videos. So I'm going to figure out a different camera system to be able to see this good, because the problem with that, I can't get it on my table. I was planning on it. But it's got to be plugged directly into the outlet. You can plug it into an extension cord, but it's saying it has to be a certain wattage, which my husband is an electrician and all. But I'm thinking I don't really want to risk that because it could cause your breakers to blow and all that. I'd hate for that to happen during a live. So I think it'd just be better to have it stationed, which actually I forgot. Me and my sister-in-law talked the other day. We have another table like this we're going to set up. It'll be on the wall over on this side. And we're going to set up the heat presses and the printer over there. I done forgot. But so we got the heat press. I do have the mini Cricut coming. So for the easy, and for the people that are just came in, yes, this will work with your easy press. The thing about the easy press is it's not going to really work very well for the first one because it doesn't go up to the 385 degrees it needs to be. It needs to be able to go up to the 400 degrees for sublimation. If you are going to use this, make sure that you hold down pressure and you do not move. Make sure that you use heat transfer tape, which you get 2 rolls for $10. I have it listed below. Make sure you use that to keep your image still. Then you can use these. I'm going to demo that with the new little mini one that I'm getting since it goes up to the 400 degrees because I just wouldn't recommend it for this because you're not going to get as great of a quality. I will try it on a white shirt. And get it up to the highest heat, and we will test it because I want to be 100% sure. Because the one that I tested, just in case you just showed up with the Easy Press, was this one here, which this is darker. The thing with sublimation, you want to stick with the lighter color fabrics. It did show up. It did come out great. Didn't shift. But there is, like, I can see some washed out areas here. So, and that could be because of the heat, which I'm thinking maybe if I would have left the heat a little bit longer instead of the 60 seconds, maybe if I'd have left it a little bit, maybe 80 seconds, maybe it would have worked a little bit better. Sorry, guys. So, yes, it will work with the Easy Press. We're going to try all those things out. Like I said, I did purchase the mini. There was a couple new, I wanted to mention, I don't know if it's still currently, guys, but when you're checking out the sales, make sure that you guys check Michael's and Joann's as well. So when I found the mini one, I purchased it for $109 off of Joann's. So Joann's had it for the $109. It was free ship. And then I purchased the ruler, the metal ruler for my knife blade. And then I purchased, because they had 50% off, I believe, their Cricut products. I purchased the 2 new heat transfer, the patterns they have, like the Christmas ones that came out, and we'll do a video on that tomorrow because I did get those. But make sure when you're checking out each week, try to peek around at what Michael's has and what Joann's has. You can look online. If Joann's has it, you can price match it at Michael's. Hobby Lobby doesn't do price matching. And then also check in with Hobby Lobby and see what they have going on. I just check online because obviously it's the same in the store. And I had just checked because I've been waiting to score the little mini one. And then right now, Expressions Vinyl does have 20% off of printable vinyl. So like the stuff that you would want to print for heat, you'd print it off with your, like, what do you call it? Hold on. Like if you were doing print and cut. So, which I am going to try with this. They do have that vinyl, and I believe that's 20% off right now. So I will add that coupon code below. So those are some sales that's going on. I think today Cricut still does have a Halloween sale going on as well. I think they're 50% off as also. But their little mini press was still at that $130. Amazon also has it for $120. So that's another thing too. So always just my tip today is always check around and make sure if you can find it a little bit cheaper when you're looking for that sale, because Joann's, I forget about them all the time because we don't have one locally. And I ordered it maybe last Friday, and I'm receiving it today on Tuesday. So it was pretty quick. So let me see if there was anything else. I went with the 800. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous, Felicia. I really want the 800 for the Sawgrass. It goes up, I think it's 11 by 14, and then it has the attachment as well, like this. And it will print even bigger than that too. So I'm really jealous right now. That's definitely one of my goals for the later. Let's see, did you say you used vinyl on the small one? Yes, I did. I used glitter vinyl on this one. And then I did the sublimation on top of the glitter vinyl. So what I did is my heat press was already at 385. I just did 5 seconds on it to tack it down. Made sure it was flat, and then I sublimated, which if you watch this video back, you'll be able to see it. I know the video is super long. I apologize. But you can sublimate, and that ink is going to stay. It's not going to wash out. Sublimate glitter vinyl. So there's that. And then let's see, I like the last one you did. That was really cute. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, it was the white vinyl. Let's see, on the pink shirt, she said, okay, yes. And then I have to watch this from the beginning. Yes, you do. So that way you can see all of these shirts to see how it is. But I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. That way if anybody else wants to watch this later, they don't get overwhelmed because it's already an hour and 30 minutes. But be prepared, guys, because we're going to have a lot of videos coming. And like I said, I will be purchasing the craft press, the 15 by 15 when it comes in December. So we'll be adding a bigger press for you guys that own the heat press or is looking into something, because I want to make sure that when you ask me a question, I can answer it. So I'm going to look into maybe a month or so later, maybe I can invest into a hat press and a cut press just to see. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.